Hi guys. So, why do you think people need mediums? Why do they go to mediums? Well, there's different things, of course, and it's very different for different people. But I believe two of the main things is when life is shit. Let's say you lost your job, you lost your partner, or whatever, life is not going any direction that you like whatsoever. Then it's nice to go to a medium and to hear what you might been thinking all the time and realizing there's still hope. Another time is when you lose someone to the spirit world, when someone dies in your family, and especially if there are children. And even if you don't believe in mediumship, usually a lot of people, when they lose someone really close, near and dear to them, they come to a medium. And sometimes they actually thinking that I'm going to give it one shot because I don't really believe in this crap. And as a sensitive, as a medium, you feel that, and that's a huge pressure on you. But it's also when you're working with parents who have lost their children and you're doing a good job, that's when you're realizing what you're doing this job. Because I haven't met anyone yet who has lost a child to the spirit world, who's gone to a medium, who has got good quality evidence and they can feel that the loved one, the sons or daughters are there. That has helped them go through the life, to continue with life. So I believe we are very important. And of course, there's a lot of crap in our business, like it is in every other business. I mean, it goes for everything. I mean, it's not only us. But if you're sincere in your heart and you're doing it because it is a calling, this is what you're meant to do, be kind to yourself, because it's hard to being a sensitive, because you're picking up all the emotions and everything out there. I believe, and what has given me a lot of encouragement to move forward with my mediumship when I was as hard as I was on myself. Sometimes it is or has been when teenagers up to 15 to 25, not only teenagers then, but between 15 to 25, when they had come to me and I start my reading and they want to know about themselves and sometimes also someone from the spirit world. And after 30 minutes, because that's how long I do my sittings for, they say, oh my God, Mia, I learned more in this half an hour than I did in 2 years with my psychologist. And that's really sad, even though it is a compliment. It's really sad because I believe in psychology. I believe in them people working with that. I still been going to one for the first time last year or this year. And I was too strong before, I thought, don't need help, don't ask for help, So that's why I didn't go to one. But I believe in them and they helped me this time quite a lot. But what I do believe or have noticed back in time, I think they're getting more into the soul nowadays. At least the one I go to, my psychologist, she is into the soul. But the people who come to me and say that they learned more from me than from the psychologist, they have met people in that business who is probably not into the soul work. It's just about the mind. And you can be working with your mind, you can have a good job, you can learn how to treat the surroundings, how to think about yourself and blah, blah, blah. But if you don't acknowledge the whole in your soul, your own spirit, and what that one is telling you to do in this life, where to steer, where to go, that is your compass, you will feel lost. And I think a lot of people miss that part. And I think that's why we medium is also important, because for me, who has had a hole in my heart all my life, had a death wish since I've been a kid. I mean, nothing has ever made me totally happy until I found spirituality. Until I can honestly say, when I'm standing in the power of the spirit, I'm alive. I feel the best I ever can feel when I'm in that power. So for me, that's my drug. If I don't have that one, I'm a miserable cow. I'm not happy. I go lethargic, I don't have any energy, I just sit and become heavier and heavier really in my mind. Well, my body as well, of course, but especially my mind. So I really need spirituality, and I believe that a lot of people who has that emptiness within the heart need to find a way to tap into it, so to speak. And you don't have to work as a medium. I don't need to work as a medium, but I need the energy. I need to feel, I need to come alive. And I can do that in many different ways. I don't have to stand on the platform giving a message. I can be in my studio painting, and I can talk about it, or I can give healing to someone, or I can lend an ear to someone. But just of being in service and feeling that you're filling a purpose, I find that extremely important for every being. Because if you don't have a purpose, it's very easy to maybe not like yourself, look down at yourself or whatever. So you need that purpose. So a lot of people, when they felt lost and they come into spirituality, and especially when they started developing, healing usually are okay. I mean, you're just standing there in that beautiful energy as loving. But then when they want to go into mediumship and you're going to prove something, then the mind comes in and you become quite hard on yourself and critical on yourself. And you are very afraid subconsciously that you're not going to be good enough, because it means the world to you. If this is the world who brings you joy and happiness, you are so afraid that you're not going to be good enough. And I believe that is the biggest, trap we all fall into when we move into mediumship and developing that, the fear of not being good enough. And you have to work with that one, really, because if you're going to go around and be fearful all your life, you're not going to be the best version of yourself. And believe you me, I'm talking from my own experience. We will all have fears a little bit that will linger and be there all the time, but you can't let that one overpowering you. You have to realize if you're drawn to this, there is a purpose for it. If you have a talent for this, it needs to be practiced. It doesn't mean that you have to be on top of everything, the best of everything, and be perfect in everything. You have to enjoy it because it's your life. And your life is a lonely life. And I don't mean what I mean is actually saying you can have the best family in the world, you can have the best children in the world, you can have the best job in the world, you can have the best partner in the world, but still something is missing. Look at that, because it's not the surroundings that is wrong. It's there's something trying to tell you that something is missing. What is it? Do you need time for yourself? Do you need to find yourself? Do you need the energy from the spirit world? Do you need actually to realizing that you are unique and that you should love yourself and that you matter? Well, whatever it is, look inside her and see what's missing. For me, personally, I was afraid I was not going to be good enough for anything because I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel loved, and all these things. That aching emptiness I had in my heart has been my driving force. And sometimes even if people have asked me, how did you cope when you went through all the crap in your life, Mia? Why are you still working as a medium? Why are you still putting yourself through that? Because I love it. Can't say anything else. It's a driving force beyond anything else. So instead of now feeling anxiety and worried and, almost killing myself for being afraid of not being good enough, I'm just doing my job and try to enjoy it as best as I can. I don't have to be the best medium. I just have to try to do the best I can and enjoy what I'm doing. And if I can keep that mindset, it's actually working very well. Better than I have all them limitations on me of fear and anxiety. So when you step into this, enjoy it. And say to yourself, repeat it, brainwash yourself. I can only do what I can do, and I'm going to be the best version of myself. And I'm going to work on it, and I'm going to work on it. And I don't have to be the best of the best. I'm just going to enjoy it. Thank you.